And good morning to everyone. It is Tuesday, and I am feeling a little better today. I think I got my feet back under me anyway, and Candace will still do from phone today just to make sure I hadn't got something that I could give her. But boy, I sure do feel better, and I appreciate all the comments to everybody that passed along that they hoped I feel good. I'm a little off camera center. We'll straighten that out on the next one. I apologize about that. I was getting everything ready as we get going this morning. We know of 2 people in Mississippi that have died from Hurricane Ida that happened in George County, Mississippi. I've got that posted on there. It washed out a bridge at night. They were driving and had no idea and drove off into the collapsed bridge. I've got the pictures from the Mississippi Highway Patrol posted on the page. You can take a look at that. Sad news. We do not have a total, or at least I don't yet, of how many deaths have been attributed to Ida as it comes through. It's going to be more, I think, also the horrifying story from the man in Slidell, Louisiana. 70-year-old gentleman was in a shed looking for something, and an alligator was in there, and he was killed. We'll have all that and more coming up at 8 o'clock when we kick this off. Just, that's horrible. Can you imagine that? Slidell is not that far from here. Not at all. So our condolences to that family. We did see a lot of flooding around our area. We did not have the massive power outages that could have happened that kept us for days. As a matter of fact, let's look at EMEPA. A lot in Kemper County this morning is out. Let me update here to make sure I've got the right number. Right. Let's take a look here what we've got. Power outages from EMEPA. 1,167 is what we're showing right now. As you get up near Scuba, 580, 501. Let's go here and list it by county. In Jasper County, we've got 4 people. In Kemper County, there's 637 without power. I just spoke to someone in the Giles community of Kemper County. They're out. Lauderdale County, there's 503 out. As we go down, 23 people in Knoxville County as well. So that's what we're looking at locally here. As you zoom in on this, let me do this before we can get in on this. This is the Scuba area right there. So most likely, they may be on generator, but East Mississippi Community College could be without power too. I don't know how they run theirs for backup. I'm sure they've got something that's going on there also. As we go up here, and of course up 39, there's several people north of DeKalb. Then we've got some west of DeKalb. As we come down out in the Tumsuba area, if you're trying to get dressed for work this morning, you're without power. Now they've got folks sent out to get these back on. This number has been going back and forth, so that should be changing here shortly. But that's if you've got somebody that works for you in those areas, expect them probably to be a tad bit late this morning. It's kind of rough to get everything done with no power. Your clock doesn't go off sometimes. Okay, I use a cell phone now for mine. I don't have the old alarm. Who does that anymore? You remember the alarm clock that sat by the bed? You'd reach over and tap. This is my watch and my alarm clock now. I don't even carry one anymore. I quit 20 years ago. I don't know. Maybe some people still do it. Maybe it's the thing to still wear a wristwatch, but I quit. It was one last thing I had to remember to tote. Anyway, as we go to the national level, let's take a look now who has power and who doesn't. Statewide, Mississippi is down to 60,000 to where that number was 130 yesterday. Alabama has about 12,000 people without power, and Louisiana is just a shade still over 1 million people without power. As we go up here, we're showing in Virginia 13,000 this morning. These are the main points without power. So it's going to be a lot of focus on Louisiana and southern Mississippi to get these folks back up. You'll see a lot of power company trucks. I know that there was a lot staged in Meridian. I got reports of that yesterday. Again, we were very blessed when it come to all that happened to us. I know we had the flooding, but there was a lot of prayers sent up, and I think that had a lot to do with us as that thing just stayed a little bit away from us, and that is always good. Better to be safe than sorry and have a bigger plan and then look back and know that you were ready for it. And I think the residents done that here. As we slide down and taking a look at a few things here, I want to mention this. Also, the Lauderdale County Bridge posted this. I shared this. This is Ken Davis Road. This road is closed for right now. As you look, that's a mishap there. When they get that fixed, they'll have that put back up and let us know when that is open also. John Snyder, Bo Duke, he's taken a direct hit there in Holden, Louisiana. That's one of the generals that's been crushed by a tree. So we've got more updates like that. We'll go over everything this morning at 8 a.m. I hope you'll join us. I've got my ducks in a row today. I feel a little bit better. I know what I'm talking about. So we'll be on top of things. All right, let's talk about the forecast today. Let's go to radar and show you what's going on. The threat is gone for Meridian and Mississippi in these areas here. Eastern Alabama. And let's look at radar here. They've still got a threat. These outer bands are still cutting out this way. And eastern Alabama right through here on the Georgia line have a threat of severe weather this afternoon from this. We've still got rain chances today, and that should be moving out tomorrow. That is great news for us. And we're going to have sunshine for all this to dry up over the next few days. We'll also talk about the Briarwood area out by Van Zyverton. You've seen the pictures of that yet, of all the floods that came in there? I'd never seen it there. Possible tornado there in edge of Alabama there. We talked about these last night. What happened here, and that was numerous homes flooded in the Van Zyverton community. We'll show some pictures of that. And then we had flooding reported on Front Street. So as we look at radar this morning, we have no rain here. As we go up towards Starkville, just a little bit there on the Columbus side on the Alabama line, headed in there, and up near Memphis, up by Olive Branch, as light showers. So it is, for the most part, moved out of our area. Again, all of these areas here that still have these watches down in this area are your places. They got heat advisories now with no power. Gulfport along there. It's a mess. Roads, as you look at our roads like that Ken Davis Road that has been shut down, imagine what it's like here. And we just had a little bit of flooding. There's roads like that down there that people don't see. As we mentioned, George County, the two people that lost their lives from a bridge washed away. Devastating, horrifying for those folks. Let's get into the forecast now and talk a little bit more about what the National Weather Service has to tell us for today and what's going to be going on. As we look at this, the record high was set back in 1951 at 104 degrees. We're nowhere near that this morning. That's great. 74, as a matter of fact. As we move into the record low, it was set back in 1968 with a low of 55. Pretty cool there. Now, this is what we'll have today. Scattered showers in the afternoon, mostly on this side right here, Meridian and upwards. Columbus will have a bigger chance than the Meridian area, but those are the chances there, and a light chance there, and it gets lighter and lighter the further you go. As we move over to Alabama, and they've got more of a concern today for severe weather and everything. They're going to have heavy rain chances across the state. As we look at this, they have a wind advisory still in effect for most of Alabama, gusts up to 40 miles an hour. If you've been outside this morning, you have felt a lot of wind. I still got it out there. When I took my dog out, it took her a few minutes to even hear me. The wind was whistling so loud as she went out and done her business and run around. She does it every morning. But she couldn't hear me. The wind was howling so loud this morning. So you still got a little bit of that. And I say that if you leave early to work, pay attention. Keep both hands on. There could be a limb or something across the road, and you have to slam on brakes quick. So watch that. As we go through Alabama here, then this is the flash flood watch. Now, the Demopolis area, Livingston, these areas right here are not involved. At Tuscaloosa, as it comes around all these places here, flash flood watch for today. As we come across here, this is what we were talking about in Alabama. This is the potential for severe weather on this side, eastern Alabama. So if you watch over toward Euclid, Troy, Auburn, Anniston, Alabama, Gadsden, and those areas, you could have severe weather this afternoon. I don't want to leave you all out, and I want you to know exactly what's coming. Now, this is our next concern that we've got to watch. This could easily slip into the Gulf. It's a 90% chance that this is going to develop into a storm. This is 5 days out. We don't know. You remember the last time that Ida formed almost in this exact same spot over here. So we watch this. It could very easily come up through here just like she did, or it could turn here and miss us. But too early to tell, but it is something to watch, and we'll stay on that. We won't back off of it and let you know. And Lord help us, we hope it doesn't return to the same exact paths we've had. As we look at the temperatures over the next few days, we're normal here in Mississippi. The extreme northeastern corner there of Mississippi could see a little bit slight cooler chance, but not our area. We're normal for the hot weather that we've got. As we look at our 7-day forecast, let's dive into today's forecast to let you know exactly what's happened. We'll have rain through, light rain through about 9 a.m. and then 70% chance of showers between 9 and 4 this afternoon. And then could see some thunderstorms kick in after 4 p.m. A cloudy sky all day. We're going to hit 81. It's not going to be as warm as it has been. We're going to have a steady wind of about 15 miles an hour today. And gusts will go up to about 30. And that's what you're feeling outside right now as those trees are swaying. You can really see it. And again, we're going to have numerous small power outages from time to time, even throughout today. It's not over. There's going to be more trees coming down. Tonight, that rain chance decreases. We're starting to get better here. 30% chance of thunderstorms before 8 o'clock. We'll hit 68 tonight. We still got wind of about 10 miles an hour, and gusts will go to about 20. So we're going to cut at least 10 miles an hour off of the gusts by tonight, which is great. Tomorrow, we're down to a 30% chance of showers for tomorrow. So it'll be just some hit and miss after 1 o'clock tomorrow. By Thursday, it's sunshine, and really we've got sunshine all the way through the weekend. A slight chance of rain coming back on Monday. That looks better for us. So that's a quick look at that as we jump ahead and we go one more week into September there, September the 14th, about mid-month. We've got 80s. We got a few days there where it dips down to 83, and that's when we get those chance of showers again. But we're all looking forward to September, which means, deer season is right around the corner, and means fall is coming. We'll get to have, before long, Halloween. The kids will be out, and then Thanksgiving. Years flying by, and then we'll do the countdown till Christmas. Can you even believe that? That's a quick look at your weather this morning as we've gone through this. As I said earlier, we've been blessed. As we pull radar back up where you can take a look at exactly what others are still seeing on this. This rain has now moved up into the Nashville area. Y'all had this rain. Murfreesboro, y'all getting rain. Nashville, Knoxville, as it makes its way on across. Tuscaloosa getting some showers this morning as well, but getting better and better for us. All right, we got some power outages of what people are posting here. Let me see here. Good morning to Terry Carter. How are you? Daniel and Beverly Pilgrim are watching. Also, Charlotte Grace, that she hopes I feel better. Thank you. Lamar Henry's up. Nice outside. That breeze does feel good. A little windy. Janice Murph, morning to you. Also, LaWanda Grantham, good morning. Donna Roseman is up. Thank you for asking. Also, Claudine Baskin, thank you. I am feeling better. Good morning. Also, Sylvia Stewart. Cool weather this morning. Sandy, it is. Betty White is watching. Joyce Stamper, good morning to you also. Tumsuba area is without power on Wright Spur Road, Lisa Joyner said. So if you live out that way, you know what she's talking about. Lisa McDaniel said the power's out there also. Tommy Ainsworth still got an alarm clock. Tommy, we got to have a long talk. I don't think I've had one since mid-90s. Oh, watching from Hurley, Mississippi. Thank you, Ray Vaughn. I appreciate that. Also, Terry Carter's up this morning. Said, glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Robin Morris, good morning from Highway 25, the ride from Louisville to West Point. Be careful out there, girl. Power is out here. That's Jackie Sparkman. That's scuba. So that probably includes just everything from the Mississippi line there back over toward Walhalla, Bennsville area. Usually that's how that hits, and taking in all of the campus of scuba. And it's Cheryl, y'all know how that is. All right, Walhalla getting that. Jackie Sparkman, how are you doing? I hope you. Me and you hadn't bumped into each other in years. Jack, she's sweetheart. Spent many of afternoon at her house. Kim Valking, how are you? Also, Alicia Fisher, good morning to you. Sissy McKee is there. Callie White, hello from Newton. Cal White, man, I apologize on that one. I got to move that over where I can read that. Cal White, good morning to you there. Also, good morning to Yvonne Magruder. And also, Yvonne is watching from Enterprise. Thank you. Appreciate that. Again, we're in a lot better shape than we were. We were spared from some of the worst things. And those of you who bought generators, save them. And let me say this about generators. If you've got power, when you get ready to turn these off, drain your gas down, undo your line, and then crank it back up and let it burn out everything in the carburetor. This gas that you buy now has that corn in it, and it will run your carburetor. So you have to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, a neighbor or somebody can help you out. But the next time that you go to use it, you let that sit up 6, 7, 8 months. It will not run. And the only way to do that, to keep that stuff out, is drain your gas out of it, hook it back up, and let that generator burn down to where it quits running out of gas, and then you can store it. It'll save you a heartache when you go to use it again. I've done it. I had to buy a whole new carburetor for mine. You can take it to places, but you have to wait. And that's just a simple, quick fix for you to have it there. Now, you may need it through today because it's still with the gust. There'll be from time to time the power goes out for a few hours. I don't think there'll be drastic time frame of this, but your freezers and your meat, Lord knows we don't want to lose any of that. And it's nice to have a fan going. So don't put it up just yet, but when you do, keep that in mind to do that, to make sure it runs better. All right, I will be back at 8 a.m. We're getting all of this. We'll be live coming up then. We'll talk with Julie Walker Bowles to find out more about the EMEPA timeline of what they're seeing. Also, if you've got a power outage in your area, you're without water or anything like that, post that so we can know and pass that along to everyone else. It helps others know what to expect. I do believe all schools are a go this morning. I haven't heard anything about closures today. That is wonderful. So I want to thank you for being a part of what I do. I couldn't do it without each and every one of you and all the sponsors that join me every day. God bless you and thank you. Now, I'll be back in, 10 till. Hour and 10 minutes. We'll be firing up, going, telling you more, deeper in concept this morning of everything that's happening. Thank you. I'll see you back shortly here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by